What's up, everybody? E-Rock the Red here, bringing you Gaming News Weekly, episode 22. We're back, baby. And as always, let's start with our new releases from last week. First up, let's chat Gods Will Fall. Came out January 29th on PC, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Stadia. Now, this game is a game that I was excited for when it was announced, and I'm still pretty excited to check it out. Unfortunately, it's getting mixed reviews. I'm seeing some reviews that absolutely love it, love the gameplay, love the story, the replayability, and some that say the exact opposite. So only one way to find out, and that's to give it a try. Now, basically, this is a Souls-like, roguelike style game where dungeon crawling and then huge boss battles. But in these, the bosses are these gods that you've got to defeat. Really beautiful artwork, awesome character design. So I'm definitely excited to take a look at this. Just look at these beautiful bosses. I think it looks great. But like I said, only one way to find out, and that's to give it a shot. If anybody's played this, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. I'm playing a ton of games right now anyways, so maybe I'll just wait for a sale on this one. But like I said, beautiful looking game. We'll definitely give it a shot at some point. Next up, we're into February, and we're into Season 8 of Apex Legends. Season 8 Mayhem, PC, PS4, Xbox One, came out February 2nd. Tons of new stuff. There's a new legend, this guy Fuse. There are new weapons, the 30-30, map updates, new balancing of legends and weapons, and the introduction of gold tier magazines. So a lot of cool stuff, and a whole new battle pass, as we're seeing here, all the cool stuff that you could get from playing Season 8 of Apex Legends. I know everybody is loving it already. I've been watching some gameplay of it. Real cool stuff. And, as always, it's Apex. Like, it's just a great game, made even better with all this cool stuff that they've been adding and the fine-tuning they've been doing to the gameplay. Next up, we have Control Ultimate Edition for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. This came out February 2nd, and what it is, it's the next-gen version of the amazing game Control. This one comes with the main game plus all the DLC, and it is fully upgraded for that next-gen experience. 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second with ray tracing. This game has won over 80 awards. It's one of my favorite games. I platinumed the PlayStation 4 game, and I'm excited to check out the DLC now on next gen with these beautiful looking graphics. Can't wait to get back to that. Definitely check it out. And the next big game is Destruction All-Stars. Came out for PlayStation 5 on February 2nd. This was a free game with PlayStation Plus, and what it is, basically it's a destruction derby with cars. You've got 16 characters, all with different abilities. You've got 4 different modes for multiplayer games. In addition, there's some single player challenges and stuff like that. I had a few hours game time with it, and it is hard. At first, I was like, I don't know if I like this. It's weird. It's hard. But I started to get the hang of it, and I started to really enjoy it. So eager to get back in there. Only time will tell if this game will retain the player base and be updated with new exciting modes. I'm currently working on a review for this game. Hopefully it'll be out this week, but I need some more time in the game. Got to play some more of the different modes and just to get the best opinion as possible. It's currently sitting at a 71 on Metacritic, so not bad. And if you have PlayStation Plus and PlayStation 5, definitely check it out. All right, and last up, I want to talk about Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood for PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, and Xbox One. Came out today. Now, this is a single-player, third-person action role-playing game. It's based on a tabletop role-playing game. And the gameplay hook of this sounds really cool. You have 3 forms. You're a shapeshifter. You can play as a wolf and be stealthy and sneak into places, a human to have interactions with people, and then a werewolf to just tear people apart. And you have a rage meter you have to control to to maintain these forms. Thought it was a great idea. No reviews just yet, so we'll have to wait and see how this one does, but it has potential to be a very fun game. All right, that's it for our new releases from last week. A lot of great games, a lot of options, but let's talk about what's coming out in the future. Let's talk about Mass Effect Legendary Edition, set to come out May 14th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I'm excited for this one. It includes all the single-player base content, all the DLC, including the additional endings for Mass Effect 3. It is fully remastered with frame rate improvements, 4K Ultra HD optimization, and then a ton of gameplay optimization to kind of modernize it, to make it more of a game that you would play in modern days. Because, I mean, that Mass Effect 1, it's old when you think about it. And Mass Effect 1 is the one I never played because it was not available for the PlayStation at the time. So excited to finally get to check that out and replay from the beginning. A lot of great characters. So this game is available for pre-order now. There's a few really cool bonus editions or deluxe editions if you're into that sort of stuff with the collectibles. So yeah, go check it out. May 14th. It's going to be a lot of fun. And in Call of Duty news, Warzone dropped the ban hammer hard, banning over 60,000 player accounts. Now this is the third large wave of bans. They did 50,000 bans in April and then an additional 20,000 last September. It was kind of expected. There have been a lot of big name streamers complaining about the state of the game as far as hackers and cheaters go. So, they did what they had to do and they banned a huge chunk of people. So hopefully that will fix the game for people that just want to enjoy Warzone. But, we will see. There's always new hackers coming in and new aimbots and stuff. So hopefully this will keep it going for a little while yet. Big news for baseball fans. MLB The Show 21 comes April 20th for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and for the first time ever on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. This is huge news, not only for baseball fans, but for gaming. It's immediately going to have full cross-platform progression, cross-saves, online multiplayer between the consoles. So this is exciting, and it's widely considered to be the best baseball video game. So not only are we getting a great game available on all the consoles, but we're getting a game that the consoles are playing well together with, and I love to see it. All right, some news out of Google Stadia. They announced that they are shutting down its internal game development studios to refocus on offering its tech platform to third-party publishers. Now, what that means is they're just not making games anymore. They took a look at it and realized that it costs way too much money. And after the whole Cyberpunk thing, they're like, do we really want to continue to do this? So it was kind of expected. A lot of people thought that it would be sooner than it has been. But I mean, they didn't even put out a single game, a single Stadia made game. So, they still will be releasing games for the Stadia. So that's still going, again, longer than people expected. But it's good to see cloud gaming doing its thing. Hopefully they'll continue to keep doing it, but only time will tell. And in other console news, Nintendo Switch recently had an earning report come out. In it, they announced that the Nintendo Switch has sold through 80 million units. So it has officially passed the 3DS and just continues to sell units. During this earning report, there was a Q&A, and it was asked whether or not there will be a new model released after the rumors of the Switch Pro were being talked about, and they said not anytime soon. Now, what that means is another thing. Like, what is their definition of soon? So again, we'll have to just wait and see if the rumors of the Switch Pro were true, and if that is, still being talked about by Nintendo. But either way, they're still putting out great games, a lot of great games on the horizon, and they just announced Apex Legends coming out March 19th. So, still tons of reasons to be, using this current iteration of the Nintendo Switch. But we'll just have to wait and see. And lastly, we just received a trailer for a new game coming out, Judgment, coming out April 23rd for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Stadia. Now, when I say new game, I don't mean absolutely new game, but it is new to these consoles. This came out, originally it was a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It came out in 2019. It's part of the Yakuza franchise. It is a spin-off of that series. It is different style of gameplay in it. This is more of a murder mystery, and you're a detective, but it does have all the same wacky side quests and mini games and that sort of thing. It got rave reviews when it was initially released back in 2019. So very excited for a next gen version of this game. Looks to be a lot of fun. Never played it. So again, another one going on my list. So April 23rd, keep an eye out for it. All right. That's it for Gaming News Weekly, episode 22. Thank you again so much for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And, we'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.